welcome to CBS side. What is it? Friday night FOC with East meets West, man. This is the fourth one, I think it is. If I'm not mistaken, it's the fourth one I think we're doing with them. So shout out to them over there, man. At CBS side, man. Combookinvest.com, guys. If y'all don't know, man. My man Josh Grav makes the list for the CBSI over here for the FOC list. The list will be on, I think, Saturday or right after this, right? Or what is it? 8 o'clock? You can see the list after this, after you see the video on CBS and comicbookinvest.com, guys. All right, man. So yeah, man. This is a list that my man Josh makes for FOC. Goes to the previews and he marks, certain books that we all read, and just books that that are popular. So great job that Josh does with this list. So yeah, man. Josh, I'm gonna start off with my list here, but before we do that, let me introduce the panel too, man. We got James Hayes, man. We got my man Gomez here. We got Josh right there. So yeah, let's take it away, man. Okay, Josh, this is you. Bam.
Okay, so this is for Sunday, April 18th, and Monday, April 19th. So DC again, Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Independent and Marvel Monday night 11:59 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody who's been watching these shows lately should get the idea by now what FOC is. Final order cutoff for the week. You need to have your orders in for these books by those dates that I just mentioned to your local comic shops. Also, too, please remember that this list that we put up is not the entire list. It's just some of the ones that we want to point out. Also, too, please make sure that you are checking yourselves after this video goes up. Books are still being added to FOC even as late as Saturday sometimes, and it has happened a couple times in the past couple of weeks where they have put books on Saturday. Remember, we record this on Thursday, so you've got an extra 2 days of books, and we try to record as late as we can on Thursday just so we can get as many books as possible onto this list. Anyway, all right, so let's start with DC. American Vampire 1976, number 8. I fell off this book. I'm not picking this up anymore. There are only 2 more issues to go. I read the original series or part of it, liked it, but didn't like it enough to finish it. This is one of those Scott Snyder books that or runs or series, I should say, that I thought was okay. And that's why I was glad to see him come back with Matt Terra. I don't know how you guys feel about this, though.
No, American Vampire, Scott Snyder, man, good things, that he's been doing with this. That 8 cover, get the Johnny Cash vibe off of that, So, yeah, dope, man. I didn't know if it was what issue is this from right here? This is number 8. I didn't know it was 10-book series. So there you go, man. Now we know it's a mini series. I thought it was just ongoing with this. So yeah, okay, guys.
No, I mean, I bought the first issue, and I was at the point where I was like, I'm going to read it pretty soon, but I'm surprised it got to number 8 already, like a blink of an eye. It's pretty fast, but I don't know. I'm probably with Josh. I might, but it was an exception. I might actually just wait till this become a trade and just go from there.
Yeah, I pick it up. I have it in FOC, so that's one of them. That's Raphael L. Albuquerque. Can't go wrong with his art. Not with Scott Snyder, so you never know in the future. So I got it just for my PC. I'll read it once I get all 10 issues. One of those things where you want to read through. Yeah. So it's one of those that I'm getting the 8 cover, definitely.
All right, next up, Batman the Detective number 2. We just reviewed number 1 on our new comic book day review yesterday. Number 1, I think both Mike and I thought it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. But it did enough where I think both of us are going to pick up issue number 2. It did enough. For those who haven't read it yet, this is a story about Batman going over to Europe. At least he starts off in England, right after the death of Alfred, and I think before Joker War, before he loses all his wealth. So it seems like it's a pretty simple story, revolving probably more around his detective skills than his crime fighting skills. Me personally, I wasn't a big fan of this villain team, but hopefully it gets better. Like I said, I think it did enough to keep it through.
Yeah, with Tom Taylor writing this, I mean, we know he's doing the new story arc with Nightwing. We enjoyed that. We've done that in the new comic day review. Is this? I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm still sticking with it. It started off a little slow for me, just not at the pace of what Nightwing started with, but I'm sticking with it. I think it's gonna be pick up sometime, hopefully with the second issue.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for. I might wait for this to be a trade. I mean, it was like a 6-issue mini. Yeah. I mean, like, there's only so much I got on my table as far as reading goes, and I don't read too much right now. But as far as like Batman, yeah, I'll probably wait till this collects into a trade before I pick it up.
Yeah, I'm the same. I too many Batman books. You got Batman Black and White. You got Batman. Was it the regular series? You got Detective Batman, which is the regular series compared to the miniseries. Yeah. So this is one that I will pass because too much to read. Like, I'm with King of the Golden State, so yeah, pass on me. But we're complete. Yeah, I'll read it.
And at this point right now, there is no 1 in 25. Excuse me for this.
Wow.
I don't know if there will be, but usually it's kind of a telling sign when DC doesn't put 1 in 25s. Attached to their books, it usually means they don't really have that much
faith in it.
Especially for a Batman title. All right, next up, I thought this one was interesting, especially with Future State being over. So Future State Gotham #1. This caught my eye purely the covers. I can read the synopsis real quick. I thought I could be wrong. Let's see. The event that was DC Future State continues in its own ongoing title, starring the Bat Family, beginning with the epic story Hunt the Batman. Disaster strikes Gotham City, and all evidence points to the next Batman. Red Hood must choose justice over his family and allies when the corrupt magistrate enlists him to bring in a new Batman, dead or alive. Featuring the entire cast from the popular Future State Batman titles, this new series kicks off the next chapter in the foreboding world of tomorrow, and does so in brilliant monochromatic storytelling. The Black and White series will showcase the brutal world that's around the corner in Future State Gotham. So I think this is going to be black and white. I think I'm going to pick this up just to kind of see what it is.
Hey, yeah. So who's writing this, Josh?
Joshua Williamson and Dennis Cole.
Okay. All right. Okay. Joshua Williamson, he did the Damian Robin second story, right?
And he also wrote Flash and Nailbiter. So
yeah,
I was just kind of curious.
I think I'm gonna pick this up and put this on my pull list. To see what's going on there. But off the Batman, that A cover, Yasmin Pucci's been doing a lot of Red Hood covers back when was doing Red Hood and the Outlaws. And that B cover is not bad either too. So I'm digging them. I'm gonna pick this up, put this on my list.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm sorry, Broski, real quick. I think I'll pick up that cover A, because it looks better than the cover B. It's one of those rare moments where the A cover looks better than the B cover. So, I mean, for the fact that Josh Williams is writing it, I'll just pick it up.
Yeah, no, I'll probably pass. I have a lot of stuff to read. Not saying not to get it. I don't know when he gave you a synopsis of what it is. Just I got a lot to read, and there's a lot of stuff out there. But if you like Red Hood, pick it up if you're a fan, because you never know.
All right, next, Joker #3. Again, we just did Joker #2 for New Comic Book Day review. Thought it was excellent. This has been great so far.
Yes, great.
I think most people would agree. I don't know how many issues this is going to be. I think it's at least 5. I hope they just keep going on with this, but obviously it will come to an end at some point, probably either at 5 or right around then. I'm not really feeling any of these covers, to be honest with you.
Are you serious? I'm the opposite. I'm feeling all those covers. The A cover that Gillian March is bad. I'm digging that. I like that vibe. The colors are vibrant on it. That David Finch card cover is sick. Gary Frank, you already know Gary Frank and Jeff Johns over there doing what is it? Doomsday Clock. That art is pretty dope. And then Federici right there. I mean, you get Jim Gordon like all plain and dandy in that 1 in 25, but hey, listen, it's 1 in 25. So I'm digging all these covers. The one I really like is the A and the B cover. Those are the ones I want to get.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no. He's like you said. I like the B cover, the David Finch, the card cover. I like it. That's probably one of the best ones out of all of them. The story wise, I haven't yet to read it, to be honest, but can't wait I heard real good things, like my boys from East and West, so it makes me want to read it. So I'll pick it up, and I will pick this up as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, all right, a lot of artists sometimes have swings and misses. I think the Gillian March cover is a miss for me. I mean, and like, I've seen better. I love that David Finch cover B, although it's a little weird with that eye. That eye is throwing me off a bit. Like, or or if he's missing an eye, I can't tell from the picture. But I'm sorry.
He has a fake eye.
Oh, is it a fake eye? Okay, but I'd still look for that one. I mean, Kyle, you don't see many covers that look like a card. Yeah. I mean, that's the Gary Frank. I like Gary Frank, but I think I'm gonna skip that one. The Federici gives me that Resident Evil vibe to it. I don't know what it is, but just a plain Jim Gordon that gives me like this, like it looked like it's something out of a Resident Evil video game or something out of Raccoon City. I would pick that up just for the fact it looks kind of old school, like early '90s, late '90s feel to it. The big rimmed glasses, in an old puffy hairstyle. So I probably would pick the B cover and the Federici variant.
Well, like I like the colors of it. I like everything on this cover except Joker. He looks like a mannequin or something. Yeah. He's just off. Yeah. Which is weird because March is killing the interiors on this right now, just killing it. All right, next up, Wonder Woman 772. Not reading this right now. This cover again, the last cover screamed Game of Thrones. This one does as well.
Yes.
Joshua Middleton just crushing it on Wonder Woman right now. He's got these females down to a T, just like with Batgirl when he was on that run.
Yeah, no, like the Josh Middleton cover B. That like what I love about it. Going back to the cover we were talking about before, the previous issue. It what was that? Oh, there. But no, like I think he's found his swing again. Because he's able to to do like instead of just doing his mail it in covers, he's actually doing a really good job now again, where he's actually hitting his stride on like the Wonder Woman covers this time around. I would look for this to be a hot cover. This is like the hottest like DC cover I've seen so far on this FOC.
Yeah, I'm digging that Middleton. Middleton's been killing it with the 771 and 772 here now too. So off the bat, those two covers are my favorite covers that he's done in this Wonder Woman run so far. So yeah, awesome.
Yeah, Middleton's killing it. Even with the previous ones, he's been a real good job. I'm picking up one or two copies. You never know in the time frame and who's picking up Wonder Woman right now.
Exactly.
Okay, move on to Marvel. Beta Ray Bill #1, second print. I didn't think this would warrant a second print, to be honest. It's certainly not a second print 1 in 25. I'm wondering if this is going to be the black and white of the Stegman variant for #1. I would assume it probably will be. I didn't pick up Beta Ray Bill at all. And I probably won't pick. Well, I might because I can't imagine this is going to be a high print run. I can't believe the first one was enough to warrant this.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about the Beta Ray Bill #1. Arsenio's been telling me it was a good read. It was good. So I'm not surprised that it was going to the second printing because from what I've heard, good things about it. But yeah, the 1 in 25. I'm curious to see what that's about. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait this out until I actually see the cover. Yeah, because it's hard. I mean, like I could put in for an order on this, but I would like to see what the cover looks like before I make a decision.
Yeah, like Beta Ray Bill, I'm not big fan of, so I never picked it up. Like he's like Joker said, Arsenio said it was a real good breed. Maybe I'll pick it up or try to read it some other way, but for now, I'll just wait it out to see what's really going on with the hype after like issue 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, one other thing real quick. I don't understand for the life of me, and I'm sure there's things that I just don't know about, but how in the world, like, comic companies are not putting out images of all their stuff at the beginning of the week for FOC?
I agree.
I agree. So late. Like, what is the rush to put it on a Saturday? Like, why couldn't you get it on Monday? And if it's going on Saturday, then why can't you just push it to the next week for FOC? I've never really understood that.
Anyway. On top of that, like, is anyone familiar with Daniel Warren Johnson's artwork?
No.
Because the thing is, like, it's like the fact that there's no image for that doesn't help.
Okay. There you go. It's like, there you go. Good, Josh.
Next up, giant size Amazing Spider-Man, King's Ransom #1. Once again, sticking with Boomerang. Wish they would just let this guy go. Bagley cover's okay. I like Bagley, and I don't know if this is the cover artist for B. There's no information on it. This is the interior artist, though. I'll pick this up just because I get everything that's in the Amazing Spider-Man run.
You know what? This is something I read digitally, definitely, man. Sometimes these giant size tend to be like how many? Well, like $8.99 or something like that. Depends because of the size of the book or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna read this digitally, see how it is, how it goes. If I enjoy it, then I'll definitely pick it up for my physical copy of it. But sometimes those giant size copies, I don't know, those are hit or miss for me.
It's $5.99.
There you go.
Man, if you're a Spider-Man fan, pick it up. If you're looking to save $5.99, then don't.
Here you go. Simple.
Yeah, I'm with King. I'm not a big Spider-Man fan, but there's a mark on anybody who's watching this that is. If you're completist again, pick it up. You never know.
There you go.
All right, next up, I put this on the list. This might be the first Fantastic Four book I've gotten since, I don't know, issue like 180 something. I mean, obviously I wasn't collecting back then, but like I have no current Fantastic Four books at all.
Wow.
Huh?
I said wow because I do.
But I think this is going to be an important run here with the Bride of Doom. And there's some cool covers in here. So this Mark Brooks cover A is pretty nice. You've got the Peach Momoko, the Ron Lim, the Scotty Young, which again, Scotty Young, please do something different, but this kind of fits for what it is.
It's cute.
And then the hey broski, what is this? What's this one right here?
It's Shih Tzu wraparound.
The what?
Shih Tzu.
The Shih Tzu wraparound.
No.
The Shih Tzu.
It's a shitty wraparound.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Well, holy shitty.
I think it's skitty. Maybe it's
that poor kid in high school, man. I'm telling you.
So this 1 in 25 is pretty cool. I need this though. I need Kirby. And I'll tell you this, none of my stores will have this.
Because not many ordering 50 copies of that.
If anyone even has one copy of Fantastic Four 32, the A cover.
Yep.
It's just not a seller. It plain and simple. And you can't blame shops who aren't ordering this title because when has Fantastic Four been relevant in the last? I can't say how long. I don't even know.
It's been a while, but like what's the cover price on this book? It's got to be $5.99, right? That's probably not gonna help.
$4.99.
Oh, still, yeah, even $4.99, man, it's still not gonna help. I mean, it's I'm with you, Josh, on the Jack Kirby. I will be looking for that one. The Momoko, either the Virgin or the trade dress. That's a really cool cover. I mean, like not very often where I'd say she hits on it. She hits on that cover very well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you go back to the other ones, Josh, please? Like the Brooks is a very nice one. I like that one. Ron, I know you say about Scotty Young, can you do something else? I'm kind of like the opposite for Ron Lim. Can you go back to Silver Surfer, please? Because that's the only thing I think he's really good at doing is Silver Surfer. Nothing against this cover. Every time I see Ron Lim do everything that's not Silver Surfer, I just want to pull my hair out, man. It's just insane.
Yo, I'm loving all these covers. All these covers, I'm digging them. That Ron Lim, Brooks, even the Momoko, because I'm not a big fan of Momoko, but that Momoko's simple. I like it. Scotty Young, that background, that pink like bubblegum thing going on in the background. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? And then that Kirby, man. I need that Kirby, man. Bad. And that 1 in 25 wraparound, that skitty or shitty wraparound 1 in 25. Excuse us. Yeah, we don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, man, I'm digging that wraparound cover too, man. All these covers are a hit for me. You know what I mean? So digging it.
I like the Momoko the best, me personally. Not the 1 in 100, the regular B cover.
Do the trade. Yeah.
So,
all right. Next up, Heroes Reborn #2. Number 1 was on FOC last week. I thought it was an interesting synopsis of what's going to happen here. It's kind of what if like the Avengers didn't exist and Squadron Supreme was like the main team or whatever. I won't be picking any of these up, I don't think, unless I'm not going to put them on my FOC. But if number 1 is a good enough read, I might pick one of these up which I'm assuming they'll still be around to get. Quite a few covers. None of these really stand out to me. And then they're back to these.
On the carpet.
No,
Yeah.
that's the Native American tribute cover there, that 1 in 50.
Right,
That's what that is.
these were all variants before, and now they've moved. This is the second time they've moved one of these into a ratio incentive.
Yeah.
Not feeling these at all.
Believe it or not, man, go back to the other ones. I'm digging the A cover. The A cover, the U covers, I'm digging that. I just like how the Hulk looks. Even the Hyperion Bagley, I kind of like that. Kind of gives a vibe, like an 80s vibe, like a G.I. Joe. I don't know, like the border or something. I'm digging it. Curious to see what action figure that John Tyler Christopher, because you know damn well that's going to be an action figure for that John Tyler Christopher cover. Yeah, man, I'm just digging those covers, you know. But Heroes Reborn, I read the synopsis. I'm not all 100% into the I'll read it. I just put it this way. I'll read it in digital or trade, you know.
Dude, look, the action figure is going to be Hyperion. We all know that. They all look terrible. They all look terrible. This Heroes Reborn thing is, in my opinion, is a bad idea. Like, if there's any of them, if you put a gun to my head, if there's one I would get, it'd probably be a Chris Sprouse one. Other than that, hold on.
The A cover. Look, that A cover is that trash, bro.
Hang on. So these two right here are a different story. This is Heroes Reborn, Hyperion, and the Imperial Guard #1.
Okay.
There's also another that I took out of this, Heroes Reborn, Peter Parker, Amazing Shutterbug.
Okay.
So these two are not part of Heroes Reborn, but these two are, and these 4 are.
Okay.
So these two are a completely different story.
Got you. So they're the 2 different tie-ins of the Heroes Reborn. So yeah, there you go. Move on.
Next up, Nonstop Spider-Man #3. Right now, all they're showing is the David Finch cover A, and no picture for the 1 in 25. I only have 2 images here, only because the last 2 issues, I think, either had 1 or 2 other variants with it. I'm assuming there will probably be some more coming, but as of right now, it's just these 2 confirmed. I'm not picking this up.
I've been reading Nonstop Spider-Man. We did issue 1 for the New Comic Day review. I feel like we should have done it for issue 2 because I enjoyed it. There was more action. Like the title says, it's Nonstop Spider-Man, and it really is nonstop. The action in there is nonstop. So I like it. It's fast paced. I'm digging it. I will pick up issue 3 on this one.
Yeah, I'm with the Joker. I missed issue 2, but if it's nonstop action, that's what I want on the Spider-Man comic. So I'll probably give part 2 a read to see if it's #3. I'll pick it up, but for now, gotta read issue 2 to get 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the dollar bin for this one.
There you go.
Okay, next up, Silk #1, second print. So you got a regular cover A, Stonehouse, and a Woo sketch 1 in 25. Got to figure this is probably going to be a low print run. I'll get them both.
Yeah, I'm surprised this came to the second printing, honestly, because I mean it was okay. It was an okay read. Issue #1 for Silk. Surprised it made it to second printing. So
I still think. I mean, I would still believe this would come to a second printing before Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, I agree with Josh. It wasn't a great read.
I gotta read Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah,
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, I want to wait to see what these look like before I jump on this. I mean, like second print 125 stuff is kind of like, I mean, it just tells you they're trying to make money off this one. And like, no, that's fine, it's a business, but it's just like, let me see what this looked like before I pull the trigger on it, though. You know, because it could look terrible. I like for example, like that there's a Dr. Aphra variant that came out like not too long ago, and it was terrible. No one picked it up. I don't even know who did it, but like that for example, you know, I don't know exactly what these look like yet. And once I do, I'll have to pull the trigger, figure out.
Although I will say this, I mean, they've just recently started doing these 1 in 25s for second printings and third printings. And I realize it's only been like a year since maybe the first one came out, at least that I can recall. I don't know if they've ever done ratios for multiple printings in the past.
No.
How many of these have actually held their value? That'd be a nice little segment, I think, one day.
That's something to look into. Yeah.
Yeah, we could talk about that on the show. The only one that I could remember that was remember it was the Mortal Hulk that kind of like started off with the second print.
Oh yeah, the Immortal variants.
Yeah, the Mortal variants.
Well, the Immortal Hulk variant, because the Immortal variants were all a different thing. Yeah,
but the Mortal Hulk specifically. Well, we'll talk about that in the show.
No, I get you.
Yeah. All right, next up, Silk number 3, just an A cover and a ratio again. I'll pick it up just because I'm going to see this series through. Issue 1 was okay. It wasn't anything special. I didn't really think it would be. I was hoping maybe they'd kind of, amp this girl up a little bit, kind of give her more of her due, but it's not going to be. These are just kind of cover buys, but I'll read the story, just kind of see it through to the end. It's a short read. I think it's only 5 issues, I think.
Okay. I'm digging that Wu Chu Lee cover, cover A. I'm digging that. The Lupacino, I'm interested to see that one because Lupacino, dope artist. So that 1 in 25, keep your eye on.
Actually, that 1 in 25 is already out there with the shoe. It's the one.
That's number 2.
That's the shoe.
There's the Rose Beach you're thinking about. Yeah, Lou Pacino. I know what Lou Pacino brings to the table, but I gotta see what it is. But I most likely would jump on that anyway because I know the artist and I know what they're gonna be all about when it comes to this. So I don't know him personally. You jerk.
Yes. Go ahead, Josh.
Yes.
Spider-Man Spider Shadow number 2. It really should be What If Spider-Man Spider Shadow number 2. We just reviewed number 1. I thought it was good. These other 2 guys thought it was great. I think it can be very good. Chip Zdarsky's just usually good, whatever he's writing. I hope one day they do put him on Amazing Spider-Man proper. I think he would kill it. I'll get this, of course. Right now, the only thing we have confirmed is the A cover and this 1 in 25. No B cover, but I'm assuming there will be one.
All right. Let me just correct Josh. It's not a great read. It was the best read that we read this week. That's what I'm trying to say. But nonetheless,
dude, you gave it a 9.6.
Yeah, I gave it a 9.6 out of all the books.
Great read.
Yeah, that is. So Spider-Man Shadow issue number 2. I am gonna put on my pull list. Not digging how they are drawing marriage. That's the only thing that I don't like about the book. But besides that, this is a what if story of if Spider-Man kept the symbiote. So most people knows that the what ifs is just a one shot and one and off. But this is like a mini series. I think it's 5 issues. I think you said
4,
Josh, right?
Yeah. 4 issues. 4 issues. Yeah.
So I'm digging it.
No, yeah, I'm with you on that one, Mike. Because I enjoyed the read. Like I said, it took me back as a collector when I was younger, and the first issue was a good read. I'm looking forward to checking this out. The Phil Noto cover is actually better than the first issue, from what it looks like.
I agree.
And the Natasha Bustos, I think I've seen their art before. I have to wait until that comes out. I want to see what it looks like before I make a decision. But yeah,
I haven't read it. I don't know.
This was a big surprise for me this week. This book right here, because I didn't really think it was going to do anything. So yeah.
All right, Star Wars number 13. I'm not interested in the main Star Wars run at all. I'm interested in a lot of the other series. There's 5 covers confirmed right now. Don't know what this.
There you go.
Terry Dodson.
Yeah.
That'll be your hot book right there.
This Chris Sprouse, I'll tell you, he was on a good run of these, Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back homage, to the movie covers. But these last couple, like 3, 4, 5 issues, I've just not been feeling them at all. Like
storyline variants
on this are just like, yo, can your eyes be any wider? Oh my God. But like the covers that he was doing for like Cloud City and like the Bounty Hunters when they were all lined up, yeah, like those were some dope covers. But these ones, just not feeling it, and I'm not reading the series at all.
Yeah, I mean, like this is another one of those things where I think it falls in that dollar bin look, where like somewhere down the line, maybe a year or 2 from now, these will be a dollar bin book, maybe. But that Dotson variant, we're gonna be talking about that Dotson variant.
1 in 25,
somewhere in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna be talking about how it's a hot looking book. We haven't seen it, but we know the artist, so we'll see.
I guarantee it'll be something Boba Fett related.
Probably.
He has to do with this story.
Yeah, no, the Star Wars. I'm only picking up 2 stories. I've said it before, but this one I can't see myself reading this one. There's too much stuff to read out there. But if you're a Star Wars fan, pick it up. You never know. That's all I can say.
All right, next up, High Republic number 5. Right now, the only covers that are confirmed are this Phil Noto cover A and the Chang 125. No B cover confirmed yet, but and every single issue has had a B cover at least. I'll be getting this. I still haven't read any of the issues, but I am going to eventually go back and read this.
Yeah.
I've read issue 1. I've digged it, man. But it's only you only got 4 issues to catch up on, so that's not that bad. Phil Noto has been killing these A covers, man. I'm digging Phil Noto doing the covers. Like it. That 1 in 25. Got my eye on that one too, man. With these High Republics. So yeah, that's what I gotta say.
Yeah, like I said, Star Wars High Republic. I did read issues 1, 2, and I believe 3. It got me hooked. I'm not a big Star Wars fan when it comes to reading comics. This one, like I am picking up to the end, and as well as adventures. So those 2 I'm sticking with Star Wars, and I'll be getting them.
Yeah, I'm with you, Broski, on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep picking this up. I haven't read it yet, but it's always good to read those books in a group sometimes. Just one over and over again. So I think this you put that up there with that same list as far as like Star Wars High Republic and which Chang is like which Chang is it? Chang's is their first name or
Changza, Changzu, and Changzi.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I'm just curious. Thanks, Chromas. No, I'm looking forward to checking out what the cover is for that 1 in 25.
All right, next up, Department of Truth, number 1, 5th printing. And my God, can you guys please do a different cover? I mean, every single one. And the problem is, if this was the same cover and they just changed the colors for number 1, that's fine. But the problem is covers 2 and 3 are so identical to this, it's hard to keep track of which one is which.
Yes.
So I'll be getting this. I think you're going to start seeing the print run drop on this again. I would assume that the one that just came out, the 4th printing, is probably a very high print run. I would assume, because that was the last print run or the first print run since they announced that this was getting picked up for either a show or a series. So that was the first printing of number 1 since that announcement. So you had to assume that was a pretty high print run. So you'll probably see the print runs on this start to drop again. So this I will be picking up.
Yeah, you know what? Depends. It might drop or might not, because this is too much of a popular book right now when it comes to the indie. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna put it on one copy on my pull list, and I'm good. I don't need to have extra ones, because I have plenty of the other printing, so I'm good with this one.
Yeah, no, Department of Truth. I think it's one of those was Killing Joke type deal where they have all these printings, so it's always good to have for the PC. So I'm picking up 1, if not 2, just in case. We don't know how much printing this is going to be, the 5th printing, because LCSs might not pick up that many. If issue 4, the 4th printing, like Josh said, was highly ordered, not I'm going to order the 5th printing. So I will get 1 just for purposes. I'll get 2 just in case you want to slab. You never know.
Yeah, I'll say, Gomez, I was thinking the same thing, man. Like, it's one of those things where it's like there's so many printings out there, you might as well slap some of these and see what happens. Just get 1 copy, put it, have it slapped somewhere down the line, put it aside, because it got picked up for something, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would just, if you have an extra $20, and just go ahead and slap it. I mean, there's so many printings of the last printing out there, or so many copies of the last printing. You might as well just take 1 and experiment and put it aside until, like, your big news about it.
I'll tell you, I don't think this book has as much steam as what's
Something's Killing Children.
But I'm not going to miss the boat like I did on that. I mean, I've built up enough copies of that book, but all those 2nd, 3rd, and 4th printings of that book is just, there's so much money, and I have a feeling that this book is about a year behind where that book is right now. Yeah. So I'd rather get 4 copies of this now and miss on that and spend like $15 and completely miss than not pick up any of them and miss the other way.
And send them out, Josh, to CGC like now before things get crazy popular. And all of a sudden, those books start coming back 9.6s, and you're like, "What the hell's going on?" You know, like, you know, I would definitely consider that.
All right, next Geiger number 2. No ratio incentives as
okay.
right now, anyway. But 4 covers, a main and 3 variants. I started reading number 1, and I actually never went back and finished it. Not because I didn't think it was good. I just had way too many books to read. And totally forgot about it.
I did read this though, and definitely picking up issue 2. It was a great read. Jeff Johns did with this one, and Gary Frank with the interior art. Look at these covers. These covers are popping, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know which one to pick. I'm gonna shrink it down to one book because I'm not gonna go crazy with this, man. But I'm gonna get one.
Then you get the A cover.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna dig with the A cover, but nonetheless, man, that D cover is pretty badass. So I don't know why,
that
but that
black Muhammad Asar C cover dope with the wolves.
That too is nice. Yeah.
Shout out to you, Muhammad.
Great read, nonetheless, though, man.
You know, you're right. You're right. I mean, like, I'm gonna grab all these covers. I love the one that really gets me though is like the top of the covers. I mean, they're all very familiar to me because it reminds me like when, you know what I'm talking about, Gomez, right? Like it's a very DC look, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so
the Go-Go chicks,
yeah. So I always like that. That's pretty cool, and it's like all these covers are really nice. The Hitch, the Frank's covers, you know, the Mahmoud Asar cover. And he's like, you know, shout out Broski, but yeah. I'm down.
My rule of thumb on these covers is if you're only going to get one, like if you can only afford one, 99 times out of 100, if the book ever ends up becoming something, it's always going to fall back to the main cover. Just about every single time. Obviously, there are exceptions to the rule, but if you're going to pick up a variant, if you can, always get the main cover first. And pick up a variant.
Yeah. True that, and another thing too, not to say like that, but you know, but this is a good book to read. Nonetheless, man, you got these early appearances, man. Be aware, man. Some of these new characters that are coming into these early early issues. So either if you miss, you know, certain characters on issue 1, they'll be in issue 2 or issue 3. So just to be aware, you know, on if you're into those, you know, first appearances and stuff.
Got it.
Okay, nice stuff. Ice Cream Man number 24. A series that I have not been reading, don't care too much about it. I think this B cover is the best cover I've ever seen in this series. I'm getting this purely for the cover, and will probably regret it because I just sold all my Ice Cream Man stuff. But this cover is awesome.
Yeah, I'm surprised Broski didn't buy it off you. But yeah, man, that A cover is kind of like it's like a retro type look cover there. But that B cover, man, definitely the colors on that, man, it is crazy for a B cover. So definitely, whoever's reading Ice Cream Man, pick it up.
Yeah, I got both. I get both of them. Maybe get multiples. I still see a lot of LCS not carrying as much Ice Cream Man issues. Wow. So if you can, you never know. This has been an option, but we don't know when it's going to happen. I think what Josh said before is this might happen after it does option. These books are going to heat up like crazy. So. The covers are dope.
Yeah. No, I mean, I only have Ice Cream Man number 1, and I just stopped there. I never got around to reading it. I still have it sitting around, but it's like that. But this cover, the cover B by Tiffany Terrell, I might actually have to start catching up on this whole thing, man, and just see what this thing's about.
You should.
I will.
Okay, another book that we just we've reviewed issue 1 and 2. I think it's really good. Carbon number 3. 3 covers all by Gail March, and you get the 1 in 25 sketch and this 1 in 50 Virgin. Just a story about this girl named Carmen who's kind of I don't know if she's
an angel of death
something like that. They don't explicitly say, and it's just a good story about her. She's not your typical angel or death, whatever she is. She's very crass and crude and funny and silly and goofy. And just about, you know, what this girl right here, what's her name again?
I think it's Catalina.
That's right. What she's going through. It's a really good read. If you haven't read it, pick it up. It's really, and I'll be getting this.
Yeah, and listen, man, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but definitely Gillian March is killing it with the covers and the art. And the story, man. So all in one, Gillian March is doing a great work with this, man. Shout out to Gillian March.
Yeah, no. I have issue 2 coming. I don't want to get too many of the copies. I'll just get probably the regular A cover. Get in March. That's it. I'm gonna stick with that. 1/50 looks okay. It's not that great for a 50 ratio, and I don't think there's another one that's gonna be hard to get in the LCSs because I don't think a lot of LCSs are pre-ordering a lot of Carmens. So just pick. I'm with A. That's it.
All right. So this made the list at the last second. Literally, I was doing, you know how like I'll write the titles at the end that I didn't highlight. I caught this one right at the end. I'm like, wow, this seems really interesting, and I love this A cover. So let me read the synopsis on this real quick. I don't know if any of you guys happen to look at it. Let's see, where is
I like the covers. The covers are nice.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the B cover, but the I like the A cover. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay. Come on, load. Load.
Who's writing this?
Who's
10 minutes later.
This person, Declan Shalvey.
Okay, another artist doing writing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is this? Okay, here we go. All right. The year is 2140, and to escape a world with no future, many turn to the Syndicate, a criminal organization who, for the right price, will smuggle you back in time to a better life. After working for the Syndicate for years, Tatsuo and Oscar decide to steal one of their boss's time machines, but soon find out that one thing you can't run from is your past. Time Before Time is a brand new ongoing series where writer-artist Declan Shalvey, who wrote Bog Bodies, joins forces with Write It in Blood team of Rory McConville and Joe Palmer. Looper meets Saga in this extra-sized debut issue. This got my attention. I'll check out issue 1. I'm not usually a fan of time traveling stuff, but they call my attention.
Yeah, I'm in this one. I'm gonna put on my pull list.
All right.
No, not me, man. It's too much stuff. Too much stuff, man.
No, I like time travel stuff, so I'll pick up both copies and see where it goes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Everyone's going to pick up Last Ronin number 3. Great read so far. I think that number 2 second print is going to be one to have in the future. I don't think that many shops ordered that many copies, and the stores that did, I just see those books just sitting on the shelves and nobody picking them up. Plus, it's a dope cover. This cover is freaking awesome. Awesome. I'm looking at Eastman's name, but you got Eastman, Escorza, and Escorza on cover A, and Freddie Williams on the 1 and 10. I'm kind of surprised they stopped with the 1 and 25s after issue number 1. I kind of hope that they would continue to do it, but c'est la vie. But obviously, a must read for anybody who loves comics and especially Turtles. Probably the greatest Turtles comic in the past, I don't know, 30 years maybe.
Yeah.
You got that.
I'm picking this one up. Definitely it was my pull list, man. Issue number 2 was, oh my god, dude, like one of the best reads I've read for Ninja Turtle story. With the death of Raphael on that one, explaining it. It was badass. In that second printing, man, that the cover alone lets you see that scene. Basically, they go back to that scene, and that was basically the cover of the second printing of issue 2. But yeah, man, that issue number 1. The A cover of issue 3. I'm digging that one. That's the one I'm going for. Yeah.
Get the triple E effect, brother. So I get the A. Yeah, I get the triple E. So I'll get the A and I get the 1 and 10. I get both of them. I got the 1 and 10 issue number 2. So why not get the issue number 3? So yeah, and I got the second print, third print, fourth print, whatever.
There you go.
Let's go.
All right, next up, put this on the list because the first issue was hot book. Excuse me, I had a burp. So a lot of covers for this one. We don't have the image for the A cover or this is a blank sketch cover, but a book I will not be getting. I used to love Magic the Gathering back in the day until, in my opinion, it went shitty wraparound. And then you've got a 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, and a 1 in 100. Not much for me to say on this book. I'm not interested in getting.
Brian Bolin doing a B cover. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, I'll get anything Brian Bolin without a doubt. But I don't know. I'll wait until the time comes for me to pick it up. Who knows?
Yeah,
Mm.
Magic Gathering.
All right, next up, Proctor Valley Road number 3. I haven't been reading this either. Somebody just sent me issue 1. Oh, Ben from CBSI just sent me AOK being issue 1. I totally forget what this story is about. As a matter of fact, have you guys read this?
Issue 1, yeah, it's a good read. Issue 2, I have not read yet, but I will read. I'm digging it. I'm sticking with it, and I like the concept of this, man. And those covers kind of bright. They look like posters. To me.
It's always given me a something is killing the children vibe. I think that's kind of what the story's about in a roundabout kind of way. I don't necessarily think it has to do with children.
I mean, with Project Valley Road, I could see this as a so far from a show or a series. You see what happened with Stranger Things. You know what I mean? And Boom Studios, as it, anything Boom Studios is gonna do, they're gonna do it on Netflix. So keep your eye on. I think keep your eye on this particular title.
Yeah, I'm a joker on that one. Anything horror, I'm game, especially with the way this one looks. Just the covers are self-explain or speak out, read my shit. So yeah, I'm picking it up.
What?
He's picking it up. So I'll pick up a copy. I'm gonna pick up a copy too as well. I'll have what he's having. So let's put
okay, Black Cotton number 2. Funny thing is, Black Cotton number 1 second print is also on FOC on Lunar's website again.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird because it was on FOC either last week or the week before that, something like that. I know Scout Comics also distributes through Lunar as well, and I don't see Black Cotton on previews or on some of the other websites on FOC. But Black Cotton number 2 is. I didn't read 1. I heard it was great.
Yeah.
I did pick up the second print of number 1, and I will pick this up as well.
I mean, we're going on to the end of the list, man. But I wanted to say, I'll put this. If I can't, but if I find this on my previews, Josh, I needs a copy one, at least one. That's one I need.
This is on previews. This
was on previews. All right, so I'll put it. Cool.
All right.
No, yeah, I'll pick that one up. I like issue 1. Pick it up too. So yeah.
All right.
Okay. Next up, Maniac of New York number 4. I have no interest in this book.
I do. Dude, issue 1, 2, and 3 is it's been great read, man. Issue 3 just dropped this week. Digging it. I'm liking the serial killer vibe. I'm digging all that stuff. The art, is getting used to, but the story's been great, man. I'm digging it. So thumbs up for me. I'm picking this one up.
Yeah, no, I'm picking up that one too. Maniac of New York, issue number 4. I got that. I'm gonna pull this in A&S Comics. I have not read issue 3 yet. I read issue 1 and 2. Like Joker made me. By the way he talked, I wanted to pick it up, so I'm picking it up for sure.
Oh,
backwards. There you go.
All right, next up, we got 2 Nottingham books. Nottingham number 1 third print and number 2 second print. Obviously, these books are on fire right now. Very low print run. I don't know how low of print run these are going to be, but a great read nonetheless. If you can get your hands on them, get your hands on them. And I would say pick up multiple copies. I can't wait until issue number 3. This has been, I think, in some ways, the sleeper of the year already, but I don't even know if it's really a sleeper book because so many people know about it, but just can't get their hands on it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Josh, on that, man. Nottingham has been a good read. I can see this going out, like being optioned. Is it already optioned? Probably so, because you know what I'm saying. But option doesn't necessarily mean it's going to do anything. But this has potential, definitely, man. With the way it's written, the way the story and everything. And I'm a sucker when it comes to medieval times and Robin Hood and all that stuff. So I'm in this one.
Yeah, I agree. Like, go to Mad Cave Studios.
Mad Cave Studios. Yep.
Yeah, like if you want to get an issue of this, go there and just order it directly because. Like, so who knows if your LCS has this or not? I'm definitely signed up for this.
All right.
And the sad thing is, I think there's only a 5-issue series, I think. So I put this on the list. This is something that caught my eye. I don't think I'll be getting it, but Red Room number 1. I forget what this is about.
It looked like some horror stuff.
It is some horror stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, I see. Those are basically swipes. I know that cover swipes. some books. So definitely dope.
Mm.
Yeah.
Next up, for the third time appearing on FOC. For the third
Oh my
time.
God.
And let's see if it actually makes it this week. White number 1. And right now, it still sits on Previews World. They didn't pull it right before this show. So again, we've talked about this book twice already. It's from the writer of Black, the series Black, which I hear was a very good read. This caught my attention. I'm getting this book. I don't know if you guys are going to pick this up. This is the story about what if only black people had superpowers. Go read the synopsis if you can.
Yeah,
I'll
pick up one copy. I'll pick up one copy.
Yeah, this screams Josh, so I'll pick up one.
Oh my God.
Right.
I knew this was going to show up in the FLC again. I was like, it's going to show up again. I knew it. There it is.
It was bound to happen, right? Because it has to be on the final order. So
it's on my bingo card.
Yeah, I really want to know why they keep pulling this down. Okay, so that's the end of the list. So these are some of the other books that are on FOC this week and here as well. So if you want, pause this and see if any of these interest you. I don't know if anything jumps out at you guys. I will say this. This right here, Black Panther 25, this was on FOC last week. For some reason, they pushed it up another week again. I'm not really sure why. Also, another book that is showing up in some places is Batman Catwoman number 6, but I do not believe that is on FOC truly. But I do see it some places on FOC, but I don't think it really is. And I don't know if there's anything else on this list that
Kanto City of Giants. I'm picking that up for sure in the City of Giants. So
yeah, I mean, I see the boys getting omnibus too. So
yep.
There you go.
I'm surprised Birthright is on its 49th issue.
Yo, his Birthright started off real good, man. Birthright.
I fell off it, and I'm just kind of surprised it's on its issue 49. Damn.
One I do see, and I enjoyed reading from this week's new comic book day is Home number 1, second print. I see that there, so keep an eye on that too, man.
Yeah.
It's a good read. Yeah.
Or maybe like even the I don't know, I would consider maybe that Fourth World John Byrne Omni.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's something like that sticks out to me right now.
So there you go, guys. That's our list, man. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely. So end of the show again, make sure you get your orders in. So again, this list or link to the video and the list will go live on comicbookinvest.com either Friday night or Saturday morning. Ben will put that up for you guys. Again, please make sure that you not only watch the video and check the list out, but also keep in touch with your LCSs, as well as if you have access to either Previews World or some other websites like Lunar comic distributors, things like that, to always check and make sure that other books have not also gone up after this list has been posted, because it does happen. Other than that, make sure that you turn into all the CBSI family or network, family of network shows, whatever you want to call it, for the rest of the week. You know, Us on Sunday, or I'm sorry, you got Tales from the Flip Side on Friday, Us on Sunday, Defects on Tuesday, Thorough on Tuesday, Us again on Thursday, and Us again on Friday on FOC. And obviously, you got the Little Giant comic show up in New Hampshire next Saturday, guys. Should be a big show, probably like the first major show since COVID. If you haven't gotten a chance to go to Jason Brodnick's Instagram page for Little Giant Comics, check it out. It's pretty impressive. A lot of people going to be there, both you know, comic shops, artists, writers, CBCS. I think it will be there in some way. There's just going to be a lot of stuff. A lot of people from the community, obviously. CBSI, I think a lot of people.
They're going to be there. Yeah, definitely, man. They're going to be there. We're going to be there. So.
And we'll be there.
Yeah,
or some of us will be there.
Well, these guys will be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. The East Coast guys.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I want to say thank you, Josh, again, man. Shout out to James. Shout out to Gomez, man. Like always, man. Here at Friday Night FOC with East Meets West here, man, for CBSI, man. I want to say peace out. Enjoy your weekend. All right.